Okay, we can forget all that copyright disclaimer stuff because apparently it doesn't work. Hi, welcome back to my channel, Barbados. I'm going to be on a little bit of a rant today, if you don't mind indulging me. I haven't had much sleep last night because I got copyright claimed by ITV for using the footage from This Morning on ITV interview with Jack Sprat could eat no fat and his wife could eat no lean, and Scobie bot, the robot. And I really wanted to use that footage because I wanted to show the interaction, how disingenuous it looked. And I thought it was transformative enough because I put my big head face in the corner reacting to it. But apparently that wasn't enough for ITV. So they claimed me and I had to go through a dispute and back and forth the whole night. That video was a really a lot of fun to make for me. And it was 29 minutes long and it had like a lot of my opinions as he discussed some of nothing really. Like, I mean, you know when you go to like, I don't know, a party and you sit down and you talk with people and you look at your watch and you're like, wow, I've been here 2 hours. Maybe I should get going. So you go home and then when you get home, you're like, what did I talk about? I literally talked about nothing with these people. Like, I don't remember anything they said. That's how his interview was. It was verbal diarrhea, as we say. It was really nothing. And I showed that in the original video, how he averted all the questions. They asked him, the most important thing about that interview was where he was asked by, I can't remember if it's Jack Sprat or the wife could eat no lean, but one of them. And he was asked, did you expect the Oprah interview to bring up racism? And he skirted around that. I mean, this is a man who made his way into the palace, wrote a whole book about this woman, Meghan Markle, and he couldn't answer that question. And there were so many ways that he did that, and I really highlighted that in my video, but of course, ITV. So, ITV, let's talk a bit, okay? I did several videos on the Real Housewives of Jersey, which is the most shit housewives show ever to air in the world. Not really because of the talent, but because of the budget. It's really bad. And I took that on my crawl, as we say. I took it upon myself to do those videos reacting to the show because, as you know, I was casted for the show originally until they rejected me. I don't know why, whatever. But they took me on a ride from February to July, August, and I documented all of it in this video here. But I am the only person to cover that. I'm the only person who actually covered that. The budget is crazy. It's $5,000 per season. So the first season was $5,000 for 10 episodes. You have to hire babysitters. You have to hire wardrobe. Production told me that it was $5,000. Okay? So I can tell you now. You have to buy your clothes. You have to buy your food and bev on set. And nobody covered it except me, right? And I could run the entire footage of the episode and I would get no copyright strike. This foolish show that nobody watches, they liked it. In fact, I heard they had a production meeting about me and they thought it was great for PR that I was making these videos as no one else gave a crap enough to do it. They didn't strike me then, but now they're going to strike me for talking about Omid Scobie. And also, they struck me for piersmorgan. They took out the piersmorgan stuff, which was not even footage. It was just an article that from ofcom vindicating him of talking about Meghan Markle, his freedom of speech, and how it was a big achievement for freedom of speech. And Good Morning Britain was never anything until he came on there, okay? And this weatherman. No, because I'm going to talk about everything now, okay? There he is. Alex Beresford, okay, who I blocked on Instagram because I made a comment about Alex Beresford. I said, Piers Morgan, you are not. I have a friend who's a meteorologist in the Bahamas. A weatherman is not the same thing as a seasoned writer, host, television show maker like Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan made that show. The ratings went up when he came on there, and when they forced him to leave, they went down. Okay? So I made a comment on Instagram to Beresford, saying that Pierce Morgan, you or not. And he came to my Instagram, went on all my pictures, which is what was kind of freaking me out. He went on all my pictures and like commented and disrespecting and very disgusting, actually. And I blocked all of them. I reported it to Instagram and everything. Then he had his army then came and started doing the same thing. So I blocked all of them. But I didn't talk about it at the time. I was going to do a video on it at the time, but there were more pressing matters. And I don't want to be petty like ITV, because ITV is a petty bitch. I really don't understand why they took out the footage of Pierce Morgan. It was literally me talking to you like this with an article. There's no copyright claim there. I understand. So copyright claim is different from a copyright strike. So copyright claim is that basically that is their footage that you've taken, and then any money you make from that, they get it. Okay? So basically you just cut it out so they don't get the money. Hello? Or you can also take down the video so they don't get the money, but I didn't want to do that because it was so much fun to make. And I guess it was like half of it that I had to lose. Anyway, the whole point is, ITV, your production staff followed the fire brigade up to our house and filmed it and put it on Facebook, okay? Brian Constantine, that's the name. And he came up here because he followed the fire engines. I don't know what he was doing with his life, but not much, obviously. And came up the road and filmed this thing and put it all over Facebook, where then everybody got dramatic about it and everything. I mean, get a life. Really? So your ITV employees can do that to me and invade our privacy and take pictures of our property, right? And advertise it on social media, but I can't use footage from about a public figure in a public setting. And it was a manual. I mean, so I don't know if ITV has hired now a whole entire team of people who just cover and click through anything negative that is said about Meghan Markle and her friends. But I mean, on social media, in terms of Instagram, she's lost 700k subscribers. So the Duchess Instagram has lost 700k. And who are they following? Let me just have a look, because I think this is very funny. I was going to put it before, but I'm all over the place. Sorry. So Sussex Royal, which is verified with a blue checky, they are following 3 people. They have 10.1 million followers. As I said, they lost 700k. But the 10.1 million is mostly robots. Or I think there was an article that said that it was two-thirds robots or bots. And that means that they bought followers, which is sad. And they are following Global Positive News, Good News Movement, and Tank's Good News. 2 verified accounts. Global Positive News is not verified, but it has 500,000 followers. So obviously they've been disabled from this account because their last post was March 2020. Yeah, when they left the royal family. So obviously they're no longer allowed to use this account. Thank you to this community is the last post. For the support, the inspiration, and the shared commitment to the good in the world. Harry and Meghan. So I thought that what I put up there was transformative enough. I thought I had it covered. I could have done a little bit more. I could have done some more tricks to stop the algorithm from noticing it and from the manual robot or person that they use. But it was a very disingenuous interview. Omid Scobie looked extremely nervous and insecure. And I really wanted to show that interaction and then also my reaction to how he looked. But unfortunately, they got me. So they cut it down, the video. And I just wanted to recap that and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here for me. Also, honestly, I am so happy to have you guys here. with me and for being concerned about the fire. That feels really good that I have you guys to think about me. It really is a nice feeling. And I think about you too. That's why I made this video, to explain that glitch that happened last night, because I don't want you to think that that was the whole thing. I really did a lot in that video in terms of production. So it's not my best quality video, but that's what they left me with. Anyway, you know how I ramble at the end, right? So I'm just gonna go off to the beach now. I'm sweating, I'm overheated, I am enraged, but I'm gonna go and jump in the cold sea here in Jersey, Channel Islands. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give a thumbs up, press the bell notification, and also comment, and I'll respond to them right now. Thank you. Bye.